Slide right on in there. See, it just takes some messing with and a little time trying to figure it out. Hey, so what's going on, guys? I know it's been a while since I've done any kayak, DIY stuff, so that's what we're going to be doing today. Let me start this video off. If you're interested in this product or anything I'm showing you, I'll have links in the description below. I cannot tell you how many emails and comments I've got left on videos where I've told people that all throughout the video that they can find stuff down in the links in the description below, but I guess people don't like to click the show more button. So let me start it off with that. What I'm doing today is we're going to be installing a hog trough holder. This is from Denny with On the Water Innovations. Link will be below. And I'm going to the Santa Fe River, and we're trying to do the Florida Bass Slam. So you got to take pictures of how long they are, their girth, their weight, all that stuff. So I wanted to bring a hog trough with me. Well, there's really nowhere for me to put it in the kayak. Even though I got stickers and stuff everywhere, this is just a lot more accurate. You can lay it in your lap. And it goes all the way, it does 1/4 inches and so on. So I ordered these hog trough holders from On the Water Innovations. I got the Gaston and flag one. In the military, this is kind of like, this is me right here. The problem I have though on the Seagos is this is so wide. If I want to put it on the side, the bottom one lines up, but the top one needs to be bent over. So that's the problem I'm facing. I mean, I can't put it across this way because I got rod holders and my hatch there, and it's only gets skinnier along the way. And plus, I got all this stuff like the anchor tie down and my carry handles and all this, and it's so wide, so I just got nowhere else to put it except for here. So in order to remedy this problem, all I need to do is have this tab bent over so I can screw it down and hopefully not affect the actual holder part of it. So one of two things is going to happen. Either I'm going to succeed in this and it's going to work out awesome, or it's going to be a terrible fail and I wasted my money on this. And it's just going to be a piece of plastic. But I want to take the heat gun and heat it up enough where I can bend this over and kind of shape it to the form of the kayak. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the heat gun, I'm going to put this in the vise, heat it up right here on this edge, and just bend it ever so lightly and slowly, and just keep bringing it over to the kayak until I get it fit perfect. And then we're going to, of course, drill the holes and screw it down. So let's head over to the vise, fire up the heat gun, and fingers crossed that this works. Alright, so I got it in the vise, I got our heat gun, I got it on 3/4 of the way heat. There's just a little dial over here on the side that you turn. I got it on 3/4. I'm going to try to mostly point the heat of this thing at the base and just slowly keep bending it back. Kind of keeping constant pressure on it. I can feel it getting a little bit looser already. Just keep it moving. I'll keep it in one spot. Just going to kind of hold it there for a minute, let it cool down. Sprung back a little bit. Open this vise up. Put a little bit more pressure on it. All that noise you're hearing, the wind is blowing like 23 miles an hour outside, and it's just shaking this metal garage. All right, as you can see, we got it bent. So now I'm going to take it over to the kayak and see if that helped it or not. Of course, the camera goes out of focus. Look at that, guys. I got real lucky. I mean, it's not like perfectly molded to it, but I got it to bend over enough now where I can put these screws in here. So I'm going to get me a little silver Sharpie, get it where I want it, and then we're going to drill it down. I'll mark the holes and put it on here, and one more piece of plastic added to the big piece of plastic. Alright, now when I mark the holes, I want to do this with my measuring board in here. That way I have a good understanding of how this is going to lay against the kayak before I mark the holes. So I'm just going to put it where I like it. Take my Sharpie. There. Now I got my little silver dots. I got my holes marked. I'll go take the drill and then pre-drill these holes for the screws. For those of you wondering, I'm using a 9/64 drill bit, and the screws I have are 8x1 metric screws, stainless steel, that are tapered. That way they'll fit nice and flush on the mount. So like I said, I got my marks made. I'm going to pre-drill all of our holes. One thing to remember, anytime that you're screwing something into your kayak using screws, don't use a drill, because this is plastic and it'll strip really easy. Always use an actual screwdriver. So we're going ahead and put this on. I'm going to start with the bottom ones. I'm not going to tighten them all the way. I'm just going to get them loose. Well, there we go. Alright, so it is being really tight, and we want this to do what we need it to do, because it's being bent over the kayak, which is pinching it in the middle, making this really tight. So one way to kind of loosen that and relax it is to go ahead, try your best to get the hog trough in there, and then we're going to go back to our handy heat gun. So hopefully, once again, fingers crossed, we can just heat it up, relax this plastic, and it'll do what we need it to do. So we fire the heat gun up. I'm not going to put the heat gun right down on top of it. I'm just going to kind of wave it over it and get it to kind of loosen up and mold to the kayak. Alright, so I'm going to try something. I'm going to take the heat gun, heat this whole thing up. I'm going to take these 2x4 blocks and shift it and get it kind of molded the way I want it. So we'll give that a try. I mean, it seems to kind of hold its elasticity when it's warm for a while. So I'm going to heat this thing up, we're going to mess with it and see what happens. Hopefully I don't ruin it. Let's see if that makes any of a difference. I'll go to slide this board in here. Oh yeah, that was it. I only had to put my hand down on it. Slide right on in there. See, it just takes some messing with and a little time trying to figure it out. Look at that. Perfect. Doing everything one-handed. Just like you would be doing if you were sitting in the kayak. Working good now. So, if you buy one of these for your Vibe kayak, and you want to put it where I got mine, definitely go to Home Depot or Lowe's or Ace and get you a heat gun. If anything, a heat gun can help you so much out on a kayak. If you got scratches on it, it'll help get rid of that. If you're needing, like when I did, you need stuff to mold around it, or if you need to weld it and fix repairs and fix holes, a heat gun is a very, very good investment. And right now, I am very happy. This is fitting in there so nice. Well, we got our hog trough holder on. Looking nice on there, looking sweet, looking professional. Had to do a little bit of work to it, a little tweaking. But, hey, at least I didn't waste my money. I got it to fit. I got it to fit nice. It's nice and snug. So I can do everything one-handed. You can hear it's still tight. Like I said at the beginning of this clip, I'm going to leave links down in the description below. I know it's been a while since I did a kayak video. I apologize for that. I've just been caught up in bass tournaments and everything. But I definitely thank you guys for watching. I thank all my subscribers for hanging in there, because you never know when I'm going to put a kayak video up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click the subscribe button for more do-it-yourself stuff. I definitely have more plans to throw even more stuff on the kayak. And as summer gets here, we're going to be taking the kayak out even more, doing some saltwater fishing. Like I said, I got a plan to go to the Santa Fe River. We're going to catch some Swanee bass coming up this weekend. So be looking for that as well. So click that subscribe button. Leave me a thumbs up if it helped you out and you like this little project. And as always, remember, we do more in Dinsmore. We'll see you out there on the water.